Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Lucia, and today I'm doing a VR to Simon the Hermit's Cave. The hashtag is Tarot Decks for Life, and this was hard for me. And I said to myself, if Simon can do this with his amazing decks, I can do this because I have a good amount of decks. I don't have as many as he does. So I did go through them, and I chose the ones that are the most special to me. And I'm going to start with my very first go-to deck. This was my very first go-to deck after I started to learn tarot. And I got this from a shop on Etsy called Dark Forest Tarot Shop. And it may be called Tarot Dark Forest on the website, but on the box, they didn't put the names on the box at that time, but on the box now you might see Dark Forest Tarot. And this is such a beautiful deck. This is a borderless cardboard cardstock made to look vintage. So it's really funny because when I first bought this deck, I thought another one was going to be my go-to, and if I didn't get that one, I would never have seen this one. And I saw this and I said, this is so beautiful, it looks vintage, I have to get it. But I didn't think that this was going to be my number one go-to. The cardstock is really nice. It's a cardboard cardstock. It's like a matte. It's very light. This is the lightest deck that I have, and you can see how much I use it. Because even though it's made to look vintage, it was a little newer looking than this. So I had beautiful readings with this. So this was the start of my tarot journey, where I started to read for other people more. So it was me and other people, and practice circles and clients, and we connected such a bond over the readings that I've done with this deck. So it is really, really special to me. The next one is the Gilded Tarot Royale, and this is another one. This is by Ciro Marchetti, and you can tell that I've used this a lot. In the beginning, when I first did readings, this was my go-to deck for clients, mostly like spiritual questions. Nice cardstock. It's thin, but it does wear over time, but this is very easy to shuffle, and the cards are so beautiful. It's borderless. There is some nudity in some of these decks, beautiful. It's bright, and there's some kind of magic in Ciro's work. His artwork. This deck really speaks to me when the cards are down and they really communicate. I see a story happening, I see what's going on, and this is great for me for all kinds of questions. I used it for myself, I used it for clients. I have other decks of his, but this one, and this was really hard to choose because there are other decks that I use of his, but this is a very special deck to me. It can never leave my collection because, especially in my beginning of doing this, I've done so many readings with this deck, and it always spoke to me very well. And the artwork is beautiful. I do think this is one of his most beautiful tarot decks ever. So another deck that's very special to me. The Thoth Tarot, and I keep it in this pouch so that I have easy access to it, because this one is my most used tarot deck. It's my number one go-to. Look at the artwork. Crowley and Lady Frieda gave us a beautiful gift when they created this deck. The cardstock is amazing, by the way. My favorite Queen of Wands, my favorite Chariot card, my favorite Death card. This deck has a lot of my favorite cards in there. The artwork is beautiful. It's very talkative between the colors, between the shapes, the symbolism, the astrology. It is a very talkative, overall wonderful deck for all kinds of readings. I use it for myself personally. I use it when I read for clients. I use the bigger size for my channel. You'll see it a lot in my channel because this is my number one go-to. I love all the cards. It's a Golden Dawn theme, and I love Golden Dawn themed tarot decks. And I don't know, this one might be my forever number one. That's how I'm feeling about it right now. The Six of Wands is just so beautiful, so much symbolism. And I will be studying this deck and tarot for the rest of my life, along with astrology, because that's how I feel about it. But I've had beautiful readings with this. Another deck that I bonded with others using this one. Very special to me, and I can never see this one leaving my collection. Tabula Mundi Tarot by M.M. Moline. And this is a new one for me. And this was beautiful backs. They have like a holographic. I don't know if you can see it. This is a newer one for me. This deck was inspired by the Thoth, and it is very stunning. Queen of Wands, another favorite Queen of Wands, another favorite star card. This deck has blown my mind. It's new for me. I started reading with it. It took me a while to get some of the cards, but then I got it. And once you get it, you get it. And it's stunning. Again, you have the astrology and the symbols so clear on the bottom that you can read. And the artwork is so talkative. It's beautiful. I love the colors. It is it's colorful and yet it's soft at the same time. It is really beautiful, and I find this to be beautiful as a reader. I feel like one card tells a story. I feel like you can read one card and have a lot to say with just one card. And so it's very talkative, and I love how the cards relate to other cards in the decks, and I feel like that gives you more depth to the readings. This one really has blown my mind, and I think it's going to blow my mind even more the more I use it. And I'm so happy I got this. I got the Deacon expansion pack with this, and I love that as well. And I didn't get the book, and now I'm thinking about getting the book at some point and looking into her other decks, because she's amazing. What she did with this deck is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite Fool cards. The Ancient Italian Tarot, published by Scarabeo, and I really love this tarot deck. I love everything about it. The size, the cardstock, the backs, the color theme. It looks like 18th century art, and it's so beautiful. And this deck, when I saw it, I said, this is going to be my reader. I thought this was going to be my deck, my only deck, and that's it. I do love pip decks because it leaves more room for interpretation in the reading, and it reads so well. This is one of my top favorite decks. This might be my most used pip deck. I really love the colors. I really love the size. It's so easy to shuffle. I've gotten beautiful readings with this. Readings that if I had used a more illustrated deck, a more illustrated minor arcana card, I would not do the reading the same way. It would just be different. And so this is a favorite. This is one of my favorite Ace of Cups. It is just so gorgeous. I really love it. Beautiful star card, beautiful sun card. I feel like I need more pip decks in my collection. I don't have a lot. And I really love how they read. So sometimes I like to change, what I'm using. One of my favorite death cards. Really beautiful. Marseille at Night by Matt Green. And he has a shop on Etsy called Printagrams, but this was actually the first tarot deck I backed on Kickstarter. And I saw it and I had to get it. Beautiful backs. And look at this beautiful, stunning artwork. The colors on this deck pop with that black background. It's such a beautiful deck. I love working with it. I have used this a few times on my channel. Look at that beautiful Two of Pentacles. And this is one of my favorite tarot cards. I love it so much. The cardstock is amazing. I think that Matt Green is a very creative artist. I love what he does with his decks. He has other decks. Check them out. They're really cool. Very unique, some of them. So when I saw this, I had to get it. I love that it is, the colors are like switched. You have the dark in the background, and the colors on top are just so beautiful. So bright, but not like fluorescent bright. And it's a gorgeous deck and a very wonderful reader for me. So this is special to me. It was the first Kickstarter project I backed. I was so excited to have that experience, you know, reading the updates, seeing how he created the deck. So that was really cool for me. And then to have it in my hands finally and to use it, it's really beautiful. Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Lunaea, Weatherstone, and illustrated by Merayla, Allwood. This deck, I've had this for a few years. I bought this when I first started to read tarot. It was one of my first decks. I edged it in 2 shades of green, made the corners darker. Beautiful backs. Nice card stack. This is a thinner card stack, which I know will wear over time. As you can see, it still looks brand new, right? Because I had this and I put it down. Weaver of Spells, that's the Queen of Wands, beautiful. I put this down and I didn't pick it up because it was different. You know, I was just learning tarot, and it took me, if I use this deck, which I love the artwork, and when I go to the guidebook, I get it, you know. But when I was first using it, I really like to connect with the deck intuitively, like use it and develop a connection with my tarot deck, and then I go to the book. But this one I had trouble because, you know, I was not familiar with, you know, the name changes. The boons are the pentacles. But I loved it. The visions are the cups. And the challenges are the swords. And the cards are very different, but it is magical. It is exactly what the title of this deck is, Forest of Enchantment. I recently took this deck out, and this is why this is in my list. Something was calling me to use this deck, and I have had an amazing experience with this deck. Some beautiful readings. I feel like I'm working with the universe. I feel like I'm working with, I don't know. This deck really is such an energy, and I've gotten beautiful readings with this, beautiful guidance from it. It shows me what's going on, beautiful. I get the right cards, and I used it for one other person, and I got beautiful readings, you know, with that as well. So this is something I'm thinking about using this on my channel. I really, really love it. I feel like I'm in another place when I use it. It is soothing, it is healing, and it is very powerful deck. Very powerful readings I got with this. 8 of Spells, it's an 8 of Wands, beautiful. It's very different, and it is, I think it's an empowering deck, and the book is amazing. 9 of Spells, 9 of Wands. I mean, this is forever my heart. I love this deck so much. Beautiful. So the next one is the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini, and I have it in this imperfect little case that I crocheted for my little imperfect tarot deck, because I decided to trim this deck, and I did a terrible job. It was absolutely, I have a video on it. That's how bad it is, okay? Because I did it by hand with a scissor, and just to see how uneven it is. And it's a little tricky shuffling it, but you know what? I get flyers, and that works for me. So I got this, and I love this deck. Even without it being trimmed, I think it's beautiful. But I wanted to trim it because I just love how it looks. I just love I wasn't crazy about the white borders on the back, which is crazy, but I love, but the fronts I loved. But I love how it looks, especially the minor arcana with everything trimmed off. This deck is special to me because it was on and off my wish list for a while. You know, I was not into, I just wasn't so crazy about it the way I am now. And then I started to think about it, and then I started to see videos about this deck, which they don't just pop up. This is not a deck you see every day on YouTube. And I was not searching it. I was not talking about it. I don't understand. So it was like one of those things where you're like, something's telling me, you know, my intuition, spirit, whatever, is guiding me, you know, to get this deck. And it's very special. Look at this moon card. I love it so much. It's very unique. It has like the pale faces. I was not into that before, and now I love it. I feel like it's a wonderful reader. When I first got this, I kept it around me all the time. Like there was something about this deck, and especially after what I went through, bonding with each card, cutting it, and it was brutal. I did that to myself. The card deck is amazing. Beautiful lover's card. The artwork is like a retro, and the colors are soft, but you know, you have these browns, and you have these, you know, purples, and you have this, I love it, this like earthy color. It's very human experience. There's something that he does with black and the shape in this deck, how it communicates and it means something. I love this devil card. And I love it. It's like a friend that gives me advice, I feel, this deck. And this is my High Priestess, which is probably the skinniest card in the deck. And every now and then she, you know, can easily slide out. But I love it. I love her so much. So I developed a bond with this, a crazy experience me and this deck had together. And then I knitted this, which I did this. I had to take it apart twice. And it's still not perfect, but it's so imperfectly perfect, just like what I did to this deck, because I can't say the deck is like that. The deck was perfect, and then I had to touch it. So the star card. But I really love it so much. Tarot de Lutz by Aitor Sareba. I got this on Amazon, and the box came a little bit beat up, and I was a little upset, actually very upset about that. It comes with a book, but the cards are okay. So I was happy that the cards are okay. Nice card stock. It's a little smaller than other decks, and I love it. It's so comfortable in my hands. Great to shuffle. I adored this deck so much. I had this on my wish list for a while, and I don't know why I never bought it. And then finally, not too long ago, I got it. Oops. The Four of Cups. The Ten of Swords. I feel like this is like the answer. The Ten of Swords. I feel like this is a guidance deck. It gives me, when I read the Six of Wands, when I read with this deck, it gives me Thoth vibes, but it's not that. It's its own thing. And it just, the artwork it's cute, it's quirky, and it's very talkative. There's so much symbolism. There's astrology symbolism. It's so tiny there, but it's there. And I love that. And I love how the artwork speaks. And this is a very deep deck for me. It's actually very deep reader. It makes me feel good. But it's not, it's deep in a gentle way, but not too gentle. And I love this Three of Pentacles. I am crazy about this deck. You can hear when I talk about it, especially my other videos. I'm trying to control myself now. I really, really love this deck. There's so much symbolism, and everything means something. Look at this Nine of Cups with the moth. Like, I just love it so much. King of Cups. I love it. It's I've gotten some nice readings with this. I love this Queen of Cups. I love how each card shows the meanings. The cups show the emotions, you know, with the water, and it's just amazing. It's so different, and it's amazing. So this one is something that I really, this deck I really adore. Oh, I want to show you. That's the Five of Pentacles. So great. And I love like the Moon card. I love them all. I love this tower with all those like vines. There's a lot of vines. There's some symbolism. You see moons and suns. Sometimes you see the moon on people's faces, like on the faces. It is really something else. That's the Four of Pentacles. I want to show you the other ones. The Eight of Swords. I feel like this is the answer. This is the remedy. This is the antidote. This is The Two of Swords. I think that's brilliant. I really love this deck. Oh, I can't say it enough. I'm trying to show you the moon because it's one of my favorite. That's a death card. Absolutely adorable. The Lovers. I mean, you got those vines again. Like, I don't know if I'm calling them the right thing, but that's the moon. Oh, I love it so much. The Dreamkeepers Tarot by Liz Houston. I love this deck. I was going back and forth between this one and another one. I may get the other one, this one and Tarot of Mystical Moments. At some point I would probably get that one also, but this one was the one that was calling me. I needed this one at that time that I ordered it. The World card. This deck is deep for me. It is my soul deck. 8 of Pentacles. I don't know what it is. I love when I see the checkered floor on tarot decks. Like, I really love it. But this 4 of Pentacles reminds me of the 2 of Pentacles. There is something more in the artwork. There is hints of symbolism and messages in there, and it's not overdone. There's not so much going on, but it is so readable. There's so much to read. I could look at these cards, and I also feel like it's a great deck for scrying the Devil. You see the meaning in a different way. I feel like this gives you a different perspective of the message. There's a lot to read in one card, and I feel like this is a deep deck. That's why I call it my soul deck. I've gotten some beautiful, like, wow, aha moments reading for myself with this deck. I also use it to read for others and clients, and it has been beautiful reader. I love how it shows the meanings of the cards. I love the artwork. I find it to be dreamy. I find it to be mystic, cosmic. Ace of Swords, one of my favorites. It's so different. Very unique, versatile deck, very deep. And I love that, you know, you see nature in here, but it feels like it's bigger than that. Like, this is a big deck for me. I feel like it is a big talker, and it goes deep, big feelings. You know, it is big healing. Here's another checkered floor. I love it, the Fool card. So these cards, I can look at them for a long time and get lost in the artwork and get lost into the scrying and just, I don't know, it's magical. It's very deep and it's healing. I call it my soul deck. Murder of Crows is my other one. That's my soul deck, and this one is now my soul deck. I use this one more, the 6 of Wands. It is beautiful. It's very talkative and such a healing deck. And the guidebook is amazing. I should read the guidebook more because I really like to read my decks more, just, you know, me and what I get from the artwork. But this one in particular, the guidebook is amazing. 8 of Wands, just beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.